one by one. Okay, so that will be helpful for us. And if you have any questions or any something to add on to what I am saying, please stop me then and there and go ahead and add your points, because some of you are here already good designers. They have been well versed with Canva. If you want to add something, then definitely go ahead, so that it will be an insightful session for everyone. So, right? Okay, so Toastmaster Smita is saying total newbie, not a problem. We'll start from the very scratch, from the very basic. We'll make a simple poster, and then we will learn the stuff during making of that poster, right? So as I said, first step for any graphic designing is the thought, is the clarity. The second is the tool. Now, tool can be many. It can be Photoshop. It can be a PowerPoint presentation. It can be any softwares available in the market. So Canva is one of the best software to use. Why? Because it's easy. Click, drag and drop features are there. And most of the things are already available in Canva, which makes it easy on the go. And Canva is very convenient to use in your phones. You don't have to open a laptop to design in case of Photoshop that we used to do. Therefore, Canva become very popular in a very short span of time. What I will do for using Canva as a platform, I will just share my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So you just have to go to canva.com, or in the app, you have Canva app. So we'll just go through the desktop version today because it's easier to display. You can do the very same things in the Canva app as well. So once you go to canva.com, it will ask you to register or log in or sign up. So you can sign up by giving the option, and you can make your own login through your Gmail or your other email accounts. So once you log in and sign up, this screen comes. Okay. So before that, again, I need suggestions of what to make today. So any suggestions from the team that what we should make, because we'll make something and out of that we will learn the tools.
Renewals.
Yeah, Instagram post.
Renewals for Instagram post.
So Instagram post is this medium that we're going to use because we got a suggestion. The topic is renewals. Okay, yes. We will take renewals because renewal season is on. Anything else?
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, Jahid immediately popped in. Yes, that is. So that's the life of CGD.
Yeah, one could be Toastmaster poster. The design we use at Toastmasters.
No, this will be a Toastmaster poster only. So this will be a Toastmaster poster which will be based. The messaging will be renewals, and the format that we want to make it will be in an Instagram worthy format. Okay, so this is what we'll begin with. Then we can keep on changing. We can make a second one if you have time. And one more important thing, generally people think that designing is very time taking and a tedious process. So that is also one thing I want to remove. So if you are actually good at, and it will be good at, if you make you few posters, it takes very less time to make a decent poster. It may take half an hour, 15 minutes or 10 minutes to make a poster and serve its purpose, because you don't want your poster to go in the international forum and win awards. It's just made for your members or your guests to see that posters and respond to that. So it's not necessary to spend a lot of time. It should be decent enough. And again, brand guidelines has to be kept on mind, because that's what Toastmasters International expects us all as PR people to do. Right? Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is have the format or the size of the poster decided. Because Toastmaster Gayatri said that we want a poster that is suitable for Instagram. So what you have to do for all the people who are starting Canva for the very first time, for them also, go here where it is written create a design and click create a design. So once you click create a design, it will show a lot of templates of the size that is already there. So here you can see Instagram post. So it's always good to make a poster of Instagram size so that you can upload it in your Instagram and Facebook alike. If you make a post horizontal, so it's not a good, it will not look good when you upload in your Instagram handle. So go to Instagram post, or if you want to have a customized size of your flyer, you can click custom size here. So if you click custom size, it will ask the width and the height or in the pixel that you want to make. So for now, we'll go easily to Instagram post that is square, generally 1080 pixel into 1080 pixel. And once you click there, this page pops up. There's an empty canvas, and we can create our own stuff here, and it will redirect you. Okay. Now, as Toastmaster Vivek said, we want to make a poster on renewals. Okay. So again, I would like to ask you all, what all things we should keep in this poster? In a photo, text, what all things you think that we should include in this poster? And those who are very new to designing, I think they should go ahead and answer this. But what you all like to see in a renewal poster? You may be new in designing, but you must have seen a lot of posters floating around.
Text and photos.
Text and photos, right? Any other things?
Shapes.
Shapes, okay. Text, photos, shapes, right? So, and what is the first thing that you need to design when you are starting with a blank canvas? Is it text? Is it photo? Is it shapes? What is it? What should it be the first thing that you need to design when you start a blank canvas, a white canvas?
Background.
Background, right, exactly. So you have to start with some background. So in Canva, you get a lot of options for backgrounds. So either you can make your own, but if you don't want to, you can always go, this is the search bar of Canva. So you can go here and search anything you want. So if you want to start with a background, you just go here. I'm just going very basic steps. So these are the backgrounds that we have. So we'll select a very basic background for our poster. Anything that you like?
Good night.
Good night. But this will be an entirely different one because it will not go to the brand guidelines.
How good taking
Okay, let's
a
go with
plain
this.
color.
Let's go with this for now. Okay. And then we'll go on in the further in the session and learn how to create our own background sources. So not that difficult, but for now, let's select a background. We don't need this hello and October. So you click on October and you click on shift and click on hello. So both the elements will be selected together and you can delete it. So clear till now, it's very easy steps. Okay. Now, the most important thing as Toastmasters comes here, the first step is to abide by the brand guidelines. So as we can see, the colors that are used here are not in sync with the brand guidelines that is defined by Toastmasters. So what we need to do, we need to click on this element. Here you can see two colors, right? So these two colors are the colors of this pattern and these lines. So you can go to this violet color and you can, I have saved this brand guidelines colors of Toastmasters in Canva. So if it's a paid version, you can save, or you can just go and type. So for example, 772432 is the one of the brand guidelines color for Toastmasters International. So go to this one, add a new color.
Excuse me, how did you select this portion?
Just select on, just click on it. Just click on it and go here. Can you see these two buttons of violet and blue?
Yes, yes.
So as you can see, the violet is this pattern's color and blue is the line color, right? So you can go to the violet and this comes up. You can just click on the violet button. So now it will show that the violet color is selected. So if you want to go for the Toastmasters branded colors, and we can see the code is 772432. So that I will share it with you, the brand guidelines document where you can go get the codes. So you can click on add new color and you can type here 772432. Okay. Got it? Then you can say, just click up anywhere and this color will be changed. Accordingly, if we want to do the same thing here as well, go here. Because you've already selected the color earlier, you can go and just select here. Then we want to change the line color of this lines as well. And this is also not within the brand guidelines. So you can go to another brand approved color, which is 004165. As you can see, color 004165. Go to this. And this color will be changed. Similarly, you can change the line color of this. Go here because already you have selected the color. Just click here, the color will be changed. So your background is done. Clear till now? Simple, easy. Okay.
Sorry, can you go over that again? So while you were telling, I tried to do it simultaneously.
We are trying to do it simultaneously, no problem. So you,
But
whichever
when I-
color you want to change.
Yeah, I clicked on it. So then I chose the maroon color.
Yes.
When clicking on the maroon color, nothing is changing in this. Nothing is getting changed in the
No, just
selection.
don't know. Once you select this, the color
Yes.
is maroon, right? So if you
Yes.
want to change the color, you go here and do add a new color.
Oh, in the above one, document colors.
Yes, in document colors, add a new color. When you click on add a new color, you can select the color here by clicking and dragging. But because we have a very defined color of Toastmasters, which is 772432, you can type it here. So we have 5 colors which are defined. You can note it down and afterwards you can use that. So once you type it, that color will be automatically selected in this color palette. So this is called as color palette. So automatically this color gets selected, and once it's selected, it also changes here. And you can click outside and can go. Yeah.
So, no, I clicked on plus, and a similar color palette came.
So you can select there are 2 ways of selecting a colors. Either you can select manually here. You can drag this and you can select.
So I have to when you say select, so I must click on it.
Yes, you click on it and select this in your mouse or whatever device you're using, or you can type the color code directly here. You can type the color code also.
Okay.
Directly here.
But then it doesn't automatically get changed. I have to do something else also.
Smita, we will do one thing. Once we'll go ahead and finish this poster, I will ask you to share your screen. So it will be easier for me to guide you, because I don't know what you are doing on your screen. So once that will be easier. Okay?
Yes.
Definitely.
Sorry.
No problem.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
So now the background is made somewhat. Okay. So what's the next thing that we should do? Anyone?
The shade of the background is pink. And
right. This is also we need to change
the background, yes.
Because we don't have, pink is not an approved Toastmasters colors. The background, and you click in the middle, the whole background gets selected. Again, the same process. Go to the button here, and we can select a white background or a gray background. So let's go for white now, right? Let's go here. So now it's brand compliant. First step is done. What's next? What do we want to do next?
Logo.
Brand
Logo.
logo.
Perfect. We already have, as I said, we already know what to do. That's very important. Once we know, technical stuffs are very easy. So we want a brand logo. So I have few logo uploaded. I'll tell you how to upload the files. So it's one of the brand logo uploaded. So I can click on this and this will come here. If you don't have a brand logo uploaded, you can click here, upload files. Once you click here, upload files, it will give you an option to upload the logo from your desktop, and those logos you can download it from the Toastmasters International website. So that you can upload here. And once you click here, upload, you can see the upload button at the left-hand side of the screen. Once you click upload, this screen will come up and you can upload logo here. So I have done this process already. So the logos are coming here and you just click on the logo once and that will appear on the screen. For example, we delete this and we want to use this logo. So can anyone say, why did I use this one and not the upper one?
Because upper one is white in color and it will not appear on white color.
Right. So whenever you are designing, the most important thing to keep in mind is to have a contrast so that the readability becomes easier for the audience, right? So we will just click on this and the logo comes, right? So another important thing when you're designing Toastmasters poster is to make sure that you have enough breathing space or space around your logo. Logo shouldn't be cluttered with other designs. So if we keep logo like this, so this is wrong. If we keep logo like this is wrong. So we have to make sure to keep enough space around the logo. There is also one guideline. We have to keep the same amount of space all around the logo, which is equivalent to the height of this Toastmasters board. but just make sure to have enough space. And you can just place it. See what I'm doing, I'm just clicking on that logo and dragging it across the screen, and it is getting moved. If somebody has a doubt, how is it getting moved? So we can keep Toastmaster International logo like this, or if you don't like this, we can delete it. We can use another logo. And just we click it to make it smaller. We click and drag to make it smaller. And we can keep the logo at right hand side. So logo is done. So what's next? Anyone else just want to suggest that what should we keep next? Because see, you should never forget the purpose for what you are making the flyer. The purpose is
Adding text now. Adding text.
Okay, getting text. Anyone else?
Heading.
Name of the club.
Name of the club. So let's go with the name of the club. So name of the club is also a text. Jahid, yes, Jahid, you raised your hand.
Yeah, Ipsit, I want to know about the spacing. So
Yes.
how many sides the spacing has to be similar?
Okay, so for this logos, particular logo, let me tell you. The height of Toastmasters International bar. Can you see this height? This height, the Toastmaster International, the written part, whatever the words are written, the height of these wordings has to be there at every side of the logo. I will just bring it in the middle. So for example, this height is 1 centimeter, whatever the written part is there. So 1 centimeter has to be there to the left hand side of the logo, to the right hand side of the logo, top of the logo, below logo, and also corner. So 1 centimeter will be there everywhere. So whatever this written part is, Toastmaster International written part, that will be there as the spacing. Okay. Nothing should collide or nothing should join with it. Therefore, it is variable. It depends on the size of the logo you are using. If you're using a small one, so it depends on that. If you're using a bigger logo, the size, again, the spacing would be different as per that. So if you consider this as X, so X would be everywhere. Is clear?
Yeah, this is clear.
Okay. Let's make this logo a little bit smaller. So now, as someone suggested the club's name. Any club's name you all are from, so that I can write. Any name of the club suggestions?
Kolkata Advanced Toastmasters Club.
Okay, let's go with the Division A club. Any Division A club?
Siliguri
Queens Toastmasters Club.
Siliguri Queens Toastmaster Club. So to add any text in your Canva, you just have to go to this option. If it is visible, called as text, right? So go to this option, click once. So you get these options either to add a heading, a subheading, or a little body of text. It's clear, right? Go to the text and click on any one of these, and you will get an option to add a text. Let's go with a heading. So once you click, here it will come add a heading. So you can click here like you do in your Microsoft Word. It's very simple, and just type it.
नहीं आएंगे भैया 10 बजे आएंगे छोड़िए उसको अच्छा लगता है कैसे क्या गजब करते हैं आप
What's the difference between add a heading, add a subheading? Are they all the
It's just
same?
the size. It's just the size, nothing else.
All right.
Because the heading generally has more bigger size. So that also we can change it later on. Okay. So let's keep it here, and let's keep the logo here for now. You can change it. So this, when you select and write this text, make sure whatever font you are using is within the brand guidelines. Again, we have a particular set of fonts which you can use in Toastmasters. And just click on the text, go here. You can see the Mont bold. You can go here and you can select your font. So Gotham is one font that is allowed in Toastmasters. Montserrat is another font family which is allowed in Toastmasters. So let's go with Gotham Black. So this is again as per the brand guidelines. You can use the font which is available, or you can upload a font. You can see upload a font here. So you can click here, upload a font. You can download the font from Google and upload it. So let's use Gotham Black.
If you don't mind, I don't see Gotham in my Canva. Do I have to download?
See, Canva Gotham is not available, so you have to download and upload it in Canva.
How do you
Gotham and Montserrat, you can download it from Google.
Montserrat is there. Canva, this is Gotham is not there. Another is the smaller font which is also not there.
Source Sans Pro.
Source Sans Pro also, you can go to the internet, you can go to DAF font or other such sites, you can download the font. The font which you are downloading will have a .ttf or .otf format. So that is a font format. You can upload that file in the Canva with this option, upload a font, and you can use that.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is the font that we want to keep for now. Okay. What's next? What to do next?
Another text, what is it regarding, like renewals? So the purpose of
One
the
thing
poster.
always good when you're making a Toastmasters flyer is to include your area, division, and district. Okay. And we
Yes.
want it just below the club on a smaller format. So anybody can guide me how to do that? Toastmaster Smita, can you guide me how to add another line just below Siliguri Queens?
So you click on text, add a
Click on
subheading,
text, add a subheading, okay, and just type it here, right?
type it, drag it up, and then type your.
Can anybody want help? What is the area of Siliguri Queens?
Area 02. Area 02.
Division A, right?
Division A, District 124.
Thank you so much. So we will just drag it again. We can also drag it directly from the text. If the text is small, this is a button you can see, 4 arrow button. You can click on this button, keep your mouse clicked, and you drag it to the top. Or you can use your desktop's arrow button also, but it will be slower. So it's always easier to take hold of this and drag. Or we can just drag a bit more. So here, let me introduce to you another tool, which is called as a nudge tool. For example, this is very close and we are not able to drag it in our mouse. So just click on this text. Go to this 3 button here. These 3 buttons are visible. More. Go to more. Just a second. Why is nudge not showing here? Okay, nudge. Sorry, I am so sorry. The nudge button is generally available in the phones and not here, because here you have mouse and keyboard to nudge. In phone, because it's very small screen, so there's a nudge button which comes, and you can use the nudge button to move your text and move your images around. For now, you can do it through your keyboard with the arrow symbols, or you can do it manually. Okay, then what next?
Design.
Yes, now we are designing only, but what next to add? So what's the main purpose of saying why renewals? And as we have discussed, we can add pictures, we can add graphics, right? To make the flyer interesting. Okay. And we also need to include the main heading of this flyer, or the main purpose of this flyer, that is why renew. Okay. So again, let's add a text. And you can make the text bigger also from this font size panel. So you can just click on plus and your text will go, will be in bigger size. Okay. So in Toastmasters, clip arts are not allowed, but icons you can definitely use, icons and photos. And when you're using any photo in Toastmasters, just make sure to use a professional photo or a professionally set up photo, like office photos of people in good attire, speaking somewhere or meeting somewhere. So you can use those photos and not in random ones. So let's include a photo in the left-hand corner of our flyer, because it's looking a little bit blank. Okay. So to include photos, there are 2 options. Either you go to photos and search here office, for example, people in office. So as you can see, we have some good professional photos. So you can just click on this and this will come directly on the screen. You can drag and place it. But what if we want to keep this photo in a circular format at the corner of the page. Just let's delete it. Then you have to go to elements and type frames here. So I will show you why frames are used. So frames is something that you have to go to elements and type and click frames. So frames is something where photos can go inside it. So if you have a photo, it will be usually rectangular or in a square format. But if you want to make that photo in a circular format, so just select a frame of your choice and then go to photos again and drag this photo inside this circle. So the photo is automatically adjusted into a circle. Got it? Go to elements, go to frames, choose your favorite frame with what you want to keep. Then whatever photo you want to upload, you just click and drag into this frame and this will be done. And you can place this here. Okay. Can someone give me a statement of why to renew if we have Toastmaster Jahid? Or Toastmaster Shefali or Toastmaster Vivek? Why to renew?
Be a better version of yourself. Keep being a better version of yourselves.
Keep being a better version of yourself. Okay. So
Refresh, rejuvenate,
now why renew?
relearn, to get back or
Okay.
re-grease, whatever.
Okay.
Conquering newer heights.
But why? Can somebody say me a logical statement like why should a person give money again for 6 months and renew? What will be the benefits that a person or a member gets from renewing? So that will be a direct message.
We invest on self-growth.
Learning is never enough.
We invest in self-growth.
Yes.
Okay, so what we will do,
Learning is never enough.
we'll just move this up because we want few sentences to be included. And again, anybody can help me out how to include a text or a paragraph? Toastmaster Sefali or
You can go
Sanjeev?
to Science Pro. So Science Pro.
No, give me the steps.
Click on the text box. Text.
Go
On
to
the text box. Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Add subheading.
Add heading or subheading because it's
anything
small.
will do, right?
Yes,
Okay.
subheading.
Add a subheading. Select Source Science Pro.
Okay, go to font. Montserrat can also be used. It's not an issue because it's
Okay.
also approved, or you can use Source Sans Pro, which is already available in Canva. Right? So let's go for Montserrat because that is another tip of using when you're designing. If you've started with one font, make sure to use the similar font family throughout the flyer. So if you start with Montserrat family, keep Montserrat bold, Montserrat italics, but keep the same family to have a unified look. So if you have started with Source Sans Pro, use that. If you have started with Gotham, use that. So we have used Gotham, so we will change it to Montbold afterwards. So, okay, I will need all your help to write the pointers. What's the first one? Somebody said about rediscover, reinvest.
Reinvest in self-growth.
Self-growth, right? Okay. Any other point?
Learning is never enough.
Learn and grow together.
Learn and grow together.
Because this is the place to be.
Okay, we'll add that at the last because this is the place to be.
It's your second home.
Any one more point and we'll just end it. Why a person should renew?
Rediscover yourself.
Discover yourself.
Rediscover yourself.
Rediscover yourself. Okay. So these are the points. You can change the alignment like again exactly like you do in your Microsoft Word. You can do it center aligned. You can change to left aligned or right aligned. So let's keep it center aligned for now, and let's increase the size of this text. So either you can do by clicking on the plus size here, or you can drag as well. So if you want to keep it as a pointers, you can click here and this will be converted to pointers. If you don't want to keep it as a pointers, then you can remove this. And another thing, you can change the colors of every statement or every word inside a one paragraph as well. If you want to change the alternative color statements, change the colors, you can click on learn and grow together. Go to this A button. So A button is the font color. Okay, so click on this text color and change to maroon. So only that statement will change. Let's keep rediscover yourself as it is and go to because this is the place to be. And you want to make it red again and change. Just as you feel how it will look good like, or it will look like different points and not the continuation of the same statement. Okay. And you can just try. One thing Canva helps you out when you move across the content, you can see this dotted line, right? So this dotted line will help you align your text and your images as per your requirements. So now we want to keep it directly in the middle of the page. So you can see the dotted line, you can leave it here. You can move this while renew, move it here. And this we want to, if we want to keep it here, and if you want to move it in the center, right? So in this way, we can design. So this is the basic, very, very basic designing, but we have a flyer which serves our purpose, right? So you have your club's name, and one of the most important thing forgot. So if somebody can let me know what is the thing that we're forgetting in this flyer, or we have not included in this flyer.
Till when one should renew? Time, date, something.
Time, date, yes, that we can include. Anything else?
Contact person.
Yes. So these two things are important that we need to include. That what would the viewer do after seeing this flyer? Some action points. Okay, and we say it in a technical term, CTA or call to action. Also, we use that in our speeches as well, right? So we should have something that the person can take away from. So once we observe this, what should we do? So we will add a contact person's name. Vivek, I'm so sorry, I'm using your name.
No issues, will help you only.
Okay. So I'm not using a phone number, just contact Vivek. And as Smita said, that we have to mention by when they should renew, right? So we can include another subheading here. Even you can make it bold because it's an important statement. You can increase the size and you can change the color to another one of the Toastmasters branded colors as blue. So it will look something different and person's attention goes there. So we have our first poster made and we have used, why I made this poster just to show you how we can use the tools to make a poster that looks decent, doesn't take much time. So with all our discussions, we took just 20 minutes to make this poster and this serves the purpose. So the first very important thing, if you have something in your mind, you visualize what to include in your poster. If you, for example, you have a Toastmaster of your club completing the level 1 of Pathways 1 and you want to like acknowledge that person's achievement. So you know what to keep. The person's photo, the club's name, the details of your clubs, the person's photo, person's name and congratulations and a background. So that will do. So you don't have to make a very sophisticated poster, but that will do that. You can share it across. You can make it within 15-20 minutes and share it across in the club's social media handles, which will definitely encourage the members, right? So here we have used elements. In elements, you can use, we saw how to use frames. We can also use, so for example, now let's think that we have not used a background. Now we want to keep something, okay? The backgrounds are readily available, but you don't want to use that. So here there's an option of lines and shapes. So you can go there, click on see all. So this comes under elements and you can click on a square. So this square can be used in various ways as per your creativity. For example, you want to make a triangle. So this square also can be a triangle. Sorry. Or a trapezium. So it can change and keep it like this. There is another option in Canva to duplicate this. If you want to have another square of this shape and symbol, just right click on it and click on duplicate. So exactly the same format of that square will be formed. You can change this color to another color. And you can take this square in back of that blue square. So for that, you have to click on it and you have to click on send backward. It's very simple. Click on that square, click on send backward, and just move the square just to have a 3D effect. Your design is made. So you can make it with only squares. Okay. Same design you want to replicate in the right hand corner, because to have that symmetry, just click here, click duplicate, bring it here. Right. Then again this red one, click here, click duplicate, bring it here, right click, send backward. You can adjust this a bit. So your background is made. So you don't have to also need a background. Just with two squares and with just using one shape, you can make a background. You have a lot of shapes to explore. You can use a star, you can use a trapezium, until and unless it consists of the colors, which is again TI brand compliant, which is maroon, blue, gray, yellow, and black. Again, yellow has a code. I will just go to the colors and show you the brand colors now. So these are the brand colors of Toastmasters International. This yellow is also F2G, F74. So I will give you the link of the brand guidelines. Just make sure whenever you are using the colors, use only those codes or those colors. And if you don't know the code, the easiest way to select the color, for example, if you have this square and you don't want to make another square of this color, go to this color, go to add a new color, use this pick a color from the design. So if you have another poster made by some other club of the brand guidelines and you don't remember the brand guidelines at that time, the colors of the brand guidelines, you can go to pick a color from here and you can select here. So this color gets selected. Or you want to do red here. So just go to the pick color, go to the red, and this will change to red. If you don't know the exact code of that particular color, so that also can be used. So we have used lines and shapes. And if you want to include one, you want to underline this while renew, go to this lines and shapes, select this straight line and drag it under while renew. Right? It looks a little better. So you can use the shapes and sizes as per your requirement. Then
so Ipsit, sorry.
Yes.
So
Yes, sure.
the brand guidelines allow certain colors and certain font. What about shapes? Is everything allowed, or is there some guideline to that too?
Shapes are allowed. It should look decent. There is no restriction on shapes. There is a restriction on clip arts. That the clip arts we use in presentations. Those are restrictions are there. There are restriction on unprofessional photos, right? But the shapes are, every kind of shape is allowed. But again, the color of those shapes should be of the brand compliant colors. It cannot be different color shapes. It shouldn't be shiny. It should look decent because it's a professional photograph or professional flyer. So that should be kept in mind. But no restrictions as such in shapes. You can use any kind of shapes. For example, we want to make some boxes here with shapes. So we can just write
And what about the other options that we can see, graphics, stickers, all that can also be used?
I'm coming to that. So for example, you come to graphics. Graphics again has to be, this is not allowed because it's not formal. So just try to use graphics which is formal looking, or just better to use the shapes to make those graphics. Okay. For example, we have this. So this, can we use this? Anybody can answer? Can we use this one?
Yes, we can when we change the color.
Yes, if we change the color, definitely we can use it. So it's already given, so you don't have to make it. You can make this also, but if it's available, if you change this to blue, definitely we can use this because shapes are allowed. And within that, we can write the name. We can include the photo here and we can write the name of the participant or the member, right? So if you're announcing a contest poster and you want to announce the role players of the contest, so that also we can do. We'll make another poster and we can try out something different. So here, this poster is mostly of text and simple ones. We'll try a little bit different one. Till now, anything everyone is clear about how to
Yes.
go ahead with Canva? How to
Yes.
rotate
Yes, sir.
shape? Somebody asked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How-
Clear. All clear.
Okay, just Dr. Archana is asking how to rotate shape. Okay, let me tell you. Just click here. This symbol comes. Can you see this symbol of double arrow? Click. Just hold. Take a hold of this. Keep clicking it and rotate it. It rotates. Very simple. Okay. Dr. Archana, are you clear how to rotate the images?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Got it. Okay. Any other questions till now?
All clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it was really a headache before that, but now
Okay.
feeling much better. Yeah.
No, because
One-
you just have to make,
So sorry.
again, very important thing to keep in your mind, you don't have to make a world-class poster. So when that comes in, then you think a lot of how to go ahead because we have to create a great poster. It has to be
Yes.
very simple, good looking, and should solve the purpose.
Yes, sir. I have one question. I got your point.
Yes,
Right now,
please.
the format, the template you have designed, now I do not want to make any other template. I just want to use the same one. So how can I save it and use it the next time?
You want
Only
to
I
use
had
this,
to.
you want to
Yeah.
use the same template,
Yes.
but you
Yes.
don't want to redesign it, right? So
Yes,
what you do,
just
there are
only.
three
Content
buttons
will
here.
be
Can you
changed.
see? One
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
log button, one is the plus button, and one is the document plus button. So when you do this one, it adds a blank page and you can redesign again. Means you can have to start the design from the scratch. But if you want to use the same template, just change the content inside the template. You just delete it and click on this plus button, the duplicate page. Once you click here, the exact thing gets copied and you can remove these things. If you want to just keep the,
So are they all automatically saved or do we need to save them somewhere?
it's automatically saved, but for the poster, you have to download the JPG or PNG format that I'm showing it to you.
Okay.
But this gets automatically saved once you are logged. So you don't have to save it every time. So we want to remove everything, but we want to keep the name of the, because if you're a part of a particular club, you want to keep the name of the club same. We want to remove all the other things. So let's remove. Let's bring it to the center. So if we want to download this to share it in our WhatsApp groups or in Facebook or Instagram, just click here, share. Can you see share button here in the right hand corner? Just click share. Once the option comes in, just click on download button here. Click on download. And we just want to save the first page, not the second page, because we have not finished designing the second page. So click here, select page 1. Okay, done. And select which kind of file you want. Generally, we prefer just a second one. There's some issue. Let me refresh the page. So what should be the next poster? So let's quickly design another one within 10 minutes and learn few more things that we can do.
The download is having some issues with Canva for something.
Sometime now.
Sorry,
Yes.
one
So,
last question.
no problem. Please,
You've
ma'am.
taught us steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I've written them down. Now, for instance, after this is done and I don't like the first thing which I'd done, maybe the base color. Is it possible to change
Yes.
it, or is it?
So
do we have to delete the whole thing and redo
No. It's possible to change all the elements that you have made individually. For example, we don't want like this photo and we want to replace it. So click here. You can edit image, or you can replace this photo entirely. So if you delete this, the photo goes away. The frame stays. So you want to include some other photo in here. So you want to include this one, and this also we can rearrange it. If we do crop, you can just click on crop and just move the photo because we want to keep the face of these 3 people visible, and click outside. So this photo is replaced. If you don't want to change why renew and you said please renew, definitely you can change it. You don't have to change other things. That's very modular in nature. You can change, every element is separate, so you can change accordingly.
Thank
Can
you
you
so much.
change the background once and show?
Yes, the background here,
Yeah.
the background color can be changed. You click on the background once, go to this button if you want to change the color, because we don't have anything else in the background except the color, and you want to make it gray, just click gray here. It will change to gray. If you want to make it blue, make it blue, but just remember, if you're using blue, all the other elements above it should be contrasting color. So either should be white or yellow. So for example, let's choose this color blue. So we have to change this color to white. And this text also, we can multiple select by clicking on shift, and you can select. That looks better. So you can change it, but again, the contrast factor is very important, because blue on blue or blue on red doesn't look good. So you can change the entire color of this to this. So it will be easily visible. The same design, it will be a new kind of design. It looks different, right? So then you can change this to yellow, change this to yellow. And this again, can change it to white. So everything is changed. It's a new poster altogether with the same elements, right?
How
So
can
this
you
is the
do
combination.
transparency? How can you do transparency of the background?
Transparency,
Suppose,
okay.
yeah.
So for
Background.
example, we want to include a picture in the background, and we want to use it in a transparent manner. So let's use this picture which we used earlier. So just you drag it, and it's again very easy to drag. Just click it, hold it, and drag it. Okay. So this picture is in front of it. It will go in the background because if it is there set. But we want to decrease the transparency of this picture so that the text are visible, right? So right click on this picture, or just click on this picture. There is a button here. Can you see this one? Called as transparency. Click here and go and decrease the transparency of the picture, right? So because the transparency is decreasing, the background color of blue is coming in front. We can do the other way around. You can click on this picture. Because the background, it will stay as a background. Just a second. So you want to include a layer over this picture. So it's done. So decrease the background. Just make sure it goes back, send backward. And decrease the transparency of this blue layer. It's similar. The effect is similar, right? So once you decrease it, because this is when the transparency of that blue layer is 0, and you increase the transparency. Okay. So this is how you use take hold of transparency and make this white. It's not this. So again, it's a new poster. So you can use the same template for 3 or 4 different kinds of messagings with little bit changes in your existing poster. So whoever asked about transparency, are you clear about it?
Yeah, thank you. Yes,
Okay. And it's a professional looking, but also the transparency again depends on you if you want to change. However, it looks good. Okay. So let's delete this for now because it's extra. Any more questions? Okay, so we went through the elements. Now, as I said, you can upload any photos in this option, upload photos, upload files. You can add text from this. You can add photos which are already there in Canva from this. And you can add audios and videos. So let's go into one more thing. We want to animate this. We want to make it a very small animated video. That please renew should come in a very animated way, like we do in presentations also. So click on please renew, go to effects. There is an effect, sorry, go to animate. Here there's the option of animate. And there are a lot of options that gives you. It's already ready-made options. Click on anything that you like typewriter. And then play this. Just I'm playing it. See, animation is done. So you have made a small video as well. So you have made the poster and you animated it, and the video is made. You can download that and share it as a video. Sometimes it's looks good when the pictures are moving across or the letters are being typed. And nothing, just 2 clicks. Click on the text, go to animate and select your option. Clear? And you can include any videos also if you want to make it. For example, you want to include a person speaking in your poster or sending a message. For example, Toastmaster Vivek wants to give a message as a division director to division A, and you want to keep it here. So you can just change this. Just decrease the size. Let's delete all these things because we have done this. I don't have a video of Vivek, so I will just use something else. We want to keep it in a circle. So let's go to elements, frames, go to videos and use any of the video and just make sure to come between this and just crop it so that the faces and everything are visible. And if you play, this is not Vivek, just representation of Vivek. So let's play this.
I can be
The
Santa
video
of
comes.
Division A.
So Santa of Division A. So you can also include your videos in the posters that you have made without any extra effort. So whatever the videos you have, you can just upload there and you can include there. So it can be a video as well. Yeah. And there is one feature which is not there in free Canva, but if you have a pro version or if you're going to buy a pro one, so you can remove the background. If you have seen a lot of posters where backgrounds are removed and just the person's image is there. So that also you can do in the pro version of Canva. For example, you just select a photo of someone. Let me take Jaman's photo and go to edit image. And there's a background remover only for the pro versions Canva users. It'll take few seconds. And you can see the background is very cleanly removed. You can bring this. He's also a deputy, so it suits. So the poster is made. So this feature also you can use if you have a pro version of Canva, or else you can use the pictures as it is with various shapes and sizes. Okay. So let's quickly make, within we have 5 minutes left. So let's make it. And if you have any doubts, please go on and keep on asking questions so that you all become clear. And try it out, and you can connect with me also later on if you have any issue. So try it out in your own hands, start doing it. Unless you do it, design doesn't happen that way. So just let me know what else you want to make if somebody has any idea. Any suggestions for a new
Upcoming
poster?
meeting poster.
Upcoming?
Meeting poster.
Upcoming
Which
meeting
every
posters.
week, yeah, which every week we have to make.
Every week you have to make, right? So upcoming meeting, what all you need to keep? Just if you're not a designer, nothing else, but what all you need to convey from that poster?
Venue, date, day.
Right. So first the role players, right? Who all are the role players of that session?
Toastmaster of the day, yes.
So let's consider 2 role players for now, just to make it quick. So for that, what we need, so as I said, the need is very important. So for that, what we need, the photo of that role player and the name of the role player, right? So for that, we'll go here, elements. We'll go to the frames, again, very simple, or we want to keep a different frame this time. Let's go here, make it smaller, bring it here. Again, or else you just do one thing, you click here, just to keep the same shape and size, duplicate, move it across. Then again, the same process, if you have some uploaded pictures, you want to upload some of someone. Let's make Kaushik as one of our role player. Make it a little bigger. And let make, and because these 2 pictures are there, so I'm just using it. These are the two role players. Your photos are done. Name, again the same process. Go to text, go to heading, write Kaushik, drag it here, duplicate it again, right click here, duplicate, wait, and again go to the subheading, same process that we did. Always the process remains the same. It's not that difficult. Make it as Toastmaster of the day. Again, duplicate. General evaluator. His favorite role anyway. And then you have the role player here, and you can include the date and the time. So you can use also icons. That is one thing that additionally you can use. So you can go to elements. For example, you want to use a calendar just to let know the people about the date and the time. So you can write here calendar icon. There is icons. Just make sure again the color goes as per the brand guidelines. So let's keep it in a red color. Make it small. Keep it here. Again, go to text. Everything is those tools only. The tools are not anything else. With those tools only, you can make everything.
Where did you get the icon from?
Icon, you go to elements, type here. Yeah, type whatever icon you want. But use an icon and not a clip art. People get confused between icons and clip arts. So don't use a clip art. So I will show you what a clip art is. This is a clip art. This is not an icon, but pencil icon, if you saw, this has been a thing of contention. Small one. There's a difference between icon and clip art. Single color, small one, not a cartoonized version of it. Okay, so icons you can use. That's allowed in Toastmasters to use icons. So here time 9 p.m. Date 8 March.
Now, icon should also have colors which are brand compliant.
Yes, yes. Icons cannot be of other colors. Here also we use the icon with the brand colors only. So anything that goes in the poster has to be in sync with the brand colors, except the photos, of course. Photos cannot be of brand colors, but photos should be professional. But all other things that goes in the flyer has to be of the brand colors.
So if you had picked up the other icon which has that colored pencil.
So that's why I said that's not an icon, it's a clip art. So the picture where you can change the colors is generally considered as an icon because the icon can be changed colors. So that becomes a clip art. Clip art colors you cannot change. It's a prefixed format, but icons color can be changed. So that's another way to know which one to use and which one.
Okay. Okay.
This is done. You want to change this, you can remove this, make it a separate one. Go to background. Anyway, one can be changed. Cannot be changed as well. Let's make our own background for now. Simple, I'm making backgrounds from the shapes and sizes. Not a new background is formed just with circles. Previously used to make with rectangles. Same thing can be copied. the new background is made. So this is a new poster completely, entirely a new poster which can share it across. Like simple ones, 5 minutes, because you made a poster already, so it took even lesser than that because you already had everything in that. You have the logo already, you have the club name. Another thing, Gayatri, something we can add that you love.
I like to add a contrast. So maybe a nice some element behind the photographs to take the monotony.
Can we try out a gradient so that we understand that as well? So we can use gradient as a part of Toastmasters design. So again, go to elements. You can search your gradient boxes. It will be very easy to find. So this is a gradient box. Okay. So you can gradient is two colors merging or one color going into another. Drag it. It will into back. And you want to keep it as a gray gradient. So you click here, go to the gray color. Second one, go to white. So it will be a change of gray to white. So it will be a different kind of design again. So you can experiment with the gradient, but gradients are only allowed till 70%, or gray and white, blue and white, or red and white. So if you want to make a red gradient, go here, maroon gradient, go here, maroon gradient is there. We don't prefer having two colors gradient because then the color mixes and forms a new color. For example, instead of white, if we select blue, it will look good, but again the middle part of the color changes. Although both the colors are allowed, gradients should be mixed only with white. Sometimes we make up other colors, but not prefer.
What do you mean by 70%?
The transparency level, I'm saying, whenever you're using transparency, it should be till 70%.
How
Or
do
if you're
you
using a gradient from blue, yes, sorry.
How do you come to know that it is 70%?
Yeah, so for example, you want to make this photo transparent. So this is the transparency window. This is written 100, right? Go up to 70 only. If you want to have it, we use the transparency in the previous design as well, right? This design. So it's preferred to have a transparency of
70%.
70%.
So,
You can go below that, but it's preferred to have 70%.
So, transparency can be, or color gradient can be till 70%.
Color gradient, if you want to use it as a transparency medium, it can be till 70%. But here you are not using any transparency. You have just used a rectangle, which is already color gradient, and we use two colors. One is our maroon, which is again the brand compliant color. The other one is white. So it looks like this.
And how will you mark the not transparency, the gradient 70% in the background? How do you find that?
For gradient, it is not required. I said if you want to make it without a gradient with use of transparency, then you use 70%. For gradient, you don't have to do that.
Okay. Can we merge three colors?
Yes, we can merge three colors, but again, all the colors merges to form different colors. So maybe blue and maybe the blue color of Toastmasters and red merges to form green. So that may happen. So which is not again preferred. So it's always true. If you are using gradient, try to use it with single color or dual colors maximum.
Okay. Thank you.
It's just the use of a gradient, just an example of a gradient that you wanted to show. Type on gradient, select a gradient bar, and change your colors accordingly. Any more questions?
Sir, I have the same question that whichever template I have saved now, next time I have to just start from there only.
Then it will be automatically saved. In Canva, you don't have to save it. So as you're working on this template, this is saved. So if I go to home, I go back. Okay, I have not done any save. Go down, go to the recent designs and click here, the first design that you have made. And again, the same thing comes up, which you have saved, which is automatically saved. I don't know the exact duration, maybe within 2 minutes or 1 minute, it automatically gets saved in the Canva platform itself.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So is this only in the paid version?
No. It's in the free version. This is a Canva. Paid version helps you to remove the background, to save your colors, and to say upload the fonts also. All kinds of the paid fonts, and in the paid version, the templates which are there are much more than the free version, and the pictures, images, shapes, everything is more because you are paying it. And that is, if you don't want to do anything and you just want to have a template and can change things there, just go to the design tab. You don't want to create anything, just want to use the templates. Go to design, select any of the templates and change this color to your brand complete color. change the circle's color to again your brand compliant color. Just font, again change it to your, just let's remove this and change this picture to your picture of your, we want to have a birthday poster, change the poster picture of one of your club member. See, your poster is done. You don't have to do anything if you want to do that also, right? So those templates are also available to you. Just make sure all the things are within the brand compliance. And you can just include the logo. And if you already have a logo, you can just copy here or bring it here, and the poster is set. And see the body you have written already here, so you don't have to write it again. Bring it here. And make it white because you need to keep the things in contrast. Right? So you can wish the person happy birthday. You can send your message. This poster is done within 2 minutes. You can wish someone. Doesn't take a lot of time.
Okay, great.
So if you don't want to do something of your own, then definitely you can go ahead and use a template. But again, every step, make sure you go with the brand compliance, right? And you can use the same things, all the elements that we discussed. So you made
Sir, I
three
have
different.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
please.
have one more question. First of all, thank you for everything, sir. It was really biggest headache for many months for me, but I really learned everything. Whatever I needed, I learned everything, and thank you for that. Just I have one more question, that whenever I have to create anything on Excel and I have to import it, then how can I do that? Suppose
Excel
I
as
make
in
any,
tables.
yeah, something I create on the Excel like 5 rows and 5 columns, and I want to import that one in this design. Then just I have to take the screenshot or just what, and upload it, or
You can take a snipping. You can use a snipping tool and paste it if you want to show it exactly the same way that is being shown in the Excel, right? But if you want to have data shown here, we have a lot of graphs option. If you write here graph, so we want to show something of this sort, right? So let's go into a new page and include this graph. Here is the table that comes beside your. So whenever you select this graph, here this table comes. You can input the same data that you have in your Excel, and this will get displayed here in a better manner, in a graphical manner. If you want to show, because Excel, I'm thinking that if you're going to use Excel means you want to show some data, some analysis. So you can use this data here, and this graph will be made automatically of any type. And this graph, again, make sure to use the colors which are brand compliant for you. Okay.
okay, got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Got it. And you can use different types of graphs also. There's a pie graph also. There's a different types of graph you can definitely use to make your posters more relevant. Okay. So these are the graphs you can use. The line graph is also there, so you can use all kinds of graphs.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any questions? Any doubts? Please go ahead before we wrap off.
So what about audio? Can we use any kind of?
Yes, you can use audio. For example, we want to have, this is happy birthday, right? We want to use an happy birthday music. Just go to audio. Just write happy birthday here. Something is there. Let's see. Happy birthday party song.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to.
Click and drag here. So this will play for this. And you can cut and keep your part and can remove the other part. Or you can upload any audio. If you don't want to use from here, you can go to uploads, upload files. In files, you can also upload audio. Whatever audio you have uploaded will come in this tab. You can see, you can use that in your template. But then again, that poster or flyer will be converted to video and be saved as a video, not as a flyer.
Please tell this again. Went very quickly.
Okay, so go to audio.
Yeah, you selected.
If you want to include some audio from your side, go to uploads, upload files, and include the audio.
Yes. Okay.
So for example, I have one audio here, Jingle Bells. If you want to include it here, just click and drag and paste it and put it here. Right? And if you want, yes,
wait,
please.
click, drag, paste where?
Now click and drag in the screen only. Just
But I
click here and put it
I
here.
can't see it anywhere on the screen.
You can just single click also. That will also do.
No, I can't see it on the screen.
Can see it on the screen. No, is there no? Can you see this Jingle Bells instrumental? This button.
No, Acha, it will not come as something on the flyer. It will
No
be
audio.
something.
How can audio come on the flyer? Audio is something
Acha, no,
audible.
no mark or something will come.
No. It will not come. Audio is audio. No, how it will come in the visual format?
You dragged it onto the flyer, but
No, I
it
just dragged it on the screen just to bring it on the screen.
on the
That
screen.
so that it gets embedded with this page or the next page. It will not come as a visual element. When you save it, it will be saved as a video, and then you can hear it because it's an audio.
But how do you know it is getting
So you can
embedded?
see it from this top bar.
No, in which
30.
flyer is it getting embedded?
No,
Like
it will
there
be
are
getting
three flyers.
it will be getting embedded as a whole, and you can cut it across and adjust it. Just give me a second.
No, 1 minute. There are so many flyers open here.
Right.
How do you know in which flyer it is getting embedded?
So if you want to see a preview of it, which flyer it is getting embedded, you can always play here and see. Okay. So there you can see which flyer it is. You want to keep the audio for one flyer and then remove it in the next flyer? You want to do that way?
Yes, only for one flyer.
But you will save that one flyer only, right?
So like on this page, I have multiple.
So, for example, tell me there are four pages, right? You want to save this page 3 because this is
exactly
right. So
yes.
go to share if you want to save this page 3 only.
Yeah.
Then go to download.
Okay.
It will be saved as a MP4 video. Okay. Go to this. You can see select pages.
Yes.
Just go to current page. Okay, page 3, the page we are in. Then done and download. So only that page will be downloaded with that audio, not the other pages. The other pages can be there for your working, but only that page will be downloaded for your usage.
So as such, if when you are putting it on the page, as such, all the flyers have the capability now to play the audio.
Yes, that's your choice. If you want to download any page without that audio, you can delete it and then you can download that page.
So I'll have to delete the audio, then download.
Because if you don't want that audio, if you don't want to download page 4, so if you want to download page 4 as an image, then you don't need to delete the audio because anyway that will be downloaded as an image. So if you want to download page 4, just go there, download and change it to PNG. This file type. Once you change the file type to PNG and download it, no audio will be downloaded. Only the image will be downloaded.
For image, it is PNG, and for
PNG or JPG, if you see the file type, either if you select JPG, PNG, it will be image. If you want to download it as a PDF, just go for PDF standard or PDF print. If you want to download it as a video or audio, it has audio, download it as MP4 video.
And what should we generally do for image, PNG or PDF?
PNG is always better because it's the quality of PNG is considered better as JPG. It's not compressed, so you can go for PNG.
When does one download it as PDF?
If you want to share it somewhere, PDF requirement upon your comments, for example, want to upload something in LinkedIn where PDF is accepted, then you can download it as a PDF. It depends on that. If you want to print it out as 2-3 pages, you can download it as PDF. Generally for Toastmasters, we don't do it in PDF. We do it as images, but if you want to download it for an agenda to share it to your members, you can download it as PDFs. It completely depends on your requirements.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ipsit. These things are so new, and sometimes you feel, there's so much about technology you do not know. So it gets overwhelming.
No problem at all. It's very simple things. It's always those things appear as new when we don't start doing it. But once we do start doing it, we can definitely, it's easy to do. And whenever there is any doubt, if you're using Canva, Google is always there to help you out, or we are always there to help you out to initially just take it forward. Right. So just all the best when you start doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
There is one question, transparency cannot be more than 70%. Yes, transparency cannot be more than 70%. When you're using, it can be taken, but it's not suggested. It's strictly not prohibited, but it's suggested that you keep your transparency to 70% only. Sorry, I missed the messages and therefore I'm just reading it out right now. How to add short video in it? I think Sanjeev, you got your answer. How to add the short video?
Yes, thank you, sir. I got my answer.
Okay. And thank you, Jahid. Thank you for the traffic so that you could see the most of it. So I think we are done mostly with the session. So I just wanted to make it an interactive kind of thing so that we start doing it rather than all the theory stuff and the tools. And I think it will be helpful for you to go ahead and start making the posters and flyers. That's very important. Rather than understanding Canva as a whole, Canva should help you to materialize your requirements into a flyer. So again, the most important thing to design is to know what to design. So if you're clear in your mind what to design, Canva just helps you out in doing that easily.
Hello, Ipsit.
Yes, hi. Who is this?
Yes, this is Jay.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I made it and I created a happy Rose Day and I sent it to my wife.
Share
and
it with all of us.
Yeah, yeah, and she
With all of
liked
us.
it. Oh, right now I'm not on laptop now. Just I
Okay,
I'm
you
away
will.
from laptop. Yeah.
So it's a
But I
request
shared
to
it
everyone
and-
who is here today attending the session. When you create your flyers or posters, do share it with all of us. Whether good, bad, doesn't matter. If you have created the first one after this workshop, do share it with Vivek, and Vivek can share it with me and other people. And just to know that whether you have actually got the hang of it. If you have anything more to add in, I will definitely reach out to you personally and help